Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got your midnight take from me. It's giving nice. It's Jonesy in the morning. Jonesy in the morning. With shade and laughter. Shade and laughter me. Na 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 na. Jonesy in the morning.
Hello, lovies. Hold on one second. Thank you for your patience and your grace. You know how you drag on Fridays? Well, this feels like my Friday. That's why I'm dragging. Hey, Giddy, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Hold on, because the kid needs love. Hey.
I'm outside.
Why? What happened?
I just decided to come outside. It was a nice day. The sun is not shining on me. And I got my, I just decided to come outside.
I'm going outside then. Let's everyone step outside.
How was your day yesterday?
Yesterday was busy. It was very busy, nonstop. See, when I do the show from 9 or 8 to 11, I lose the morning focus of people that work in offices that I have to talk to. So in my afternoons, you have to wait until 1 o'clock or 2 when they get back from lunch, and then try and do all the work between 2 and 5. That's why this has to make sense. It has to start making dollars and cents, or I'll be moving in another direction.
Yeah, I did a lot of work yesterday too, and I was out here last night, but until like 9. So I said, "Oh, let me just come out, continue the trend of being outside."
I just can't fuck with bugs. I can't.
Get
And then it reminds me of why the only reason I hate hot weather is because of bugs. So
yeah.
All right. Good morning, people. I know it's an hour behind, but we still got good show to give. Brick City is first in the building. Let me send the link to our guests. And wait, Giddy, I hope I sent you this. Yeah, I think I sent you this. I don't want to send it twice. About the tolls. Did you get it? All right, hold on. Let me I always feel like I'm turned around when it comes to tech stuff. Okay. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. Keith Robinson is who's going to be joining us this morning. Let me see. HTTPS and StreamYard. I could probably send this link the night before. The problem becomes me logging on the next day. It doesn't always take me to the same code or same link Everyone, come on in. Let them know Milady is here. Milady. Let them know Milady is here. Okay, okay. All right. So how many of y'all, I'll wait till we get more folks. Let me go to Instagram. How is this low battery? Where's my charger? These kids come home and just start taking stuff. You know what? I could plug it into the thing, the computer, maybe. What is it? Oh, here it is. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay, it worked. Yay. Shout out to Shaheen. I love my little shirt. Shaheen the rugged child. Hey, come on, titties. All right. Big John is here. Hey, Kim from Harlem, our lovely moderator. Al is here. Big R. Gervonce is here. Haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome back. Anita G. Hey, boo, hey. Kamika and Moon Girl Creative. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Miss Sharon and Mo James. Sim Vondre is here. It's been a while, sis. Big Reg is here. Marcus, Tanette, good morning. Rhonda, Antigua Gal, I think I called you already. Candy Girl, Rid My, Chop Girl. Nicole Perry, good morning. Maya, Coco, Christina is here. Christina, how you feeling? Dr. Owens is here. Thank you, Big R. Appreciate you for setting the tone this morning. It's Gandy's birthday. You know what that means. Giddy. Strike up the band. Oh, it might be a hot one today. Nikki Blue. Good morning, Miss C. Now, let me see. This light is giving me. Am I seeing correctly that Lady in Flight, Mo James, Miss C, Amazon Mom, their names are in green? Giddy, do you see that?
Hold on, I wasn't looking.
Because I can tell the glare on my computer, but I think their names are in green.
Yeah, they're because they're members.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Come on, members, and stand out.
Yeah. Today's
membership is gonna have its privileges. So get your membership, whatever level, whatever tier. You know how it is. Bottom tier gets basic shit. Well, it's never basic with Jonesy because I'm a whole lot of angle. Middle tier is gonna get more, and the top tier is getting exclusive. We're gonna be like the top floor, the rooftop, top shelf, very small quarters. We're going to be looking down on others, like all those wonderful, lovely, toppy type of things. Hit them likes, people.
Today's also my oldest son's birthday. It's the
Hey,
25th.
Nikita. Happy birthday to your oldest son. Thank you, Nikita. I appreciate that. Soul Cakes. It's cancer season. Can you strike up the music, Giddy?
Yep.
Tim Brown and Sweets is here. I just sent you the link.
Best birthday son, put your hands up. Best birthday son, put your hands up. Best birthday son, put your
Dandy
hands up.
girl. Happy birthday. Hi, Stephanie B. Hey, Bella. Steve B. Robinson. And thank you for sending, you know what, Val? This is for all our birthdays. Because cancers be wanting the world to know it's cancer season. Thank you, Antiguan Gal, for all the members and the membership. Thank you, Mimi. Is that the guy who played Effie's brother? I think so. I know him from Beyond the Gate. The new soap opera. Well, it's not new anymore, but you know. Hey, Set in Stone. Yes, he does the fade again. Appreciate that. May you have an entire season, Cancers, whenever your birthday is. May you have an entire season of success, whatever that looks like to you. Because the world can't move forward without some good cancer spirit. You guys are very loving, deep, emotional people. It's rather annoying at times, but you is who you is. So keep the world going, guys. Thank you, Denise Sparrow. I appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you, Georgiana. Thank you. Donations are very helpful and kind. So, all right, let me go into the notes and let's get the show started. We're at 1:15. I am getting closer and closer to never wanting to DoorDash and never wanting to eat out publicly ever again, because my worst thoughts, my worst fears always when they invented DoorDashing and Uber was that gives crazy people a pass to fuck with your food. And crazy people don't necessarily target. They just do crazy people shit. Well, there's a manager from Arby's that just brought that shit full circle to me, and I might not shop, but never be able to DoorDash, Uber Eat, Grubhub, or go to a fast food restaurant ever again. Giddy? The manager got caught on surveillance camera spitting in a client's food. Not a client, a customer's food. And this is just the story we're hearing about. Oh, come on, Giddy. I want to see beads of sweat. Come on. I'm putting the pressure. Yup. You want to be outside? Bring your ass back in the house so you can bring my clips up. It'd be making you afraid to even ask for an alteration of your food.
Wish would be just a gross urban legend, but in McCurtain County, a former Arby's manager is charged with felony poisoning, accused of spitting in a woman's food and giving her herpes as a result. After a long night bartending, Jenica Church stopped at Arby's in Broken Bow.
It was taking a little bit of time. Thought they were probably mad at me because it was right about to close.
Jenica said she had some history with Amanda Hendricks, the manager, but nothing major. She went home, ate, and shared sandwiches with her father-in-law and grandmother-in-law. Jenica, her husband, the kids, and the grandparents all lived together. After that night, Jenica's mouth began to flare up like it never had before. The doctor diagnosed her with herpes.
Several times a week, I get a flare-up. It goes all the way up to the top of my eye twitches. I mean, it's very painful.
You're probably wondering how. Now to a story we all wish would be just a gross urban. How could she possibly connect herpes to Arby's? Broken Bow is a small town. Jenica says Amanda Hendricks was bragging about spitting in her sandwiches that night, and Jenica's daughter heard the story. According to the affidavit, Broken Bow police say they pulled cameras and saw Amanda spitting in the food. She's charged with felony poisoning with intent to injure. A warrant has been issued for her arrest. You hear that as like a tale that wouldn't happen.
That's literally what I was just about to say. Like, people say, oh, we'll spit in your food or whatever, but I've never seen that happen.
Jenica and her family filed a lawsuit against Amanda, Arby's, and affiliated restaurant groups, claiming extreme anxiety, emotional distress, and fear of infection. Jenica fears it'll impact her service industry work.
Personally, if I go out to eat and I see somebody with that big old thing on their face, I don't want them serving my food. I can't.
How could she possibly
kiss my daughter's face off anymore? That was like my thing. Just kiss your face off. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's sad.
The fallout is tough for Jenica's mother-in-law, Patricia Dollarhite, to even talk about.
I'm sorry. When we were leaving today, my son was sitting at my table eating breakfast, and he wanted a kiss. Bye. But he could not have one. So you bet I'm angry. I see what it's doing to my grandchildren, to my son, to my husband. I don't want to kiss my husband.
Yo, Your
He
old
ate
ass,
the
you don't want
food.
you kissing him neither. All right, enough. We get
Because
the
he-
gist. They got to do all this shit to qualify the damages. That's why all these speeches are coming, because I'm sure there's some truth to it. But your husband is not interested in kissing you, ma'am. I can look and tell certain things. I was a psychic in a prior life, and I know that he is not interested in all that what you're talking about. Y'all just trying to stack the claim. But that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And you don't want to necessarily, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, judge people that have cold sores and things of that nature, right? But how you spitting in somebody's food? And how did they find out? Like, how long after that does the bump come? And how did they prove that it wasn't due to any other thing that they have been doing and not this woman? And how did they get this woman to agree to be tested to prove that the cold sore was actually herpes? Because every cold sore is not herpes. I mean, I've heard that every cold sore is a form of herpes, but not necessarily. I don't know. But all I know is the spitting in the food shit seems pretty real. And how many people's in that town? Like 1,200? Because how you pinpointed to the manager at the Arby's and y'all got beef already? Small town living ain't all what it's cracked up to be. Congratulations, Tosh Clanton, for being one of the newest members of the Jonesy Club. And welcome aboard. Dr. Owens, thank you for that donation. Big R said, yes, they're green. Yes, subscribers. Hi, Ms. Elena. Appreciate you. Queens always get the money. Kiana's here. Yesterday, Giddy, I've been getting these text messages. They're a little threatening. Y'all want to hear?
From who?
Someone, I don't know necessarily who, but I searched the number and a lawyer's name came up. So then, of course, I Googled a lawyer to see what it's about. But let me read what the text messages. This is how you know a bitch is popping. This is how you know a bitch is popping. Hold on. Now, this was 2 days ago. This was Monday. Now, the name of my production company, don't judge me. It's called Off With Her Head Productions. Now, Off With Her Head is some queen-like shit, right? But if you take the letters of each word, it spells out the sound, ow. And I'm so hood in my little heart that I had to figure out what name I could name my company to where I could say, ow, Productions. Ow, Productions. So Off With Her Head Productions is OWHH. Ow. Anyway, the text message says, Dear Off With Her Head Productions, your trademark Pink Champs is currently abandoned with the United States Patent and Trademark Organization. A third party is attempting to file the same mark, which may affect your rights. Reply yes within 24 hours to secure Pink Champs. And then it's some name. So I Google. Yesterday, I didn't respond because whenever they say reply yes, your yes could be agreeing to them going in your bank account, giving them approval to do all types of shit. So I just don't reply. And then I sent it to my accountant and he said, ignore it. You're good. They doubled down yesterday. I Got the Power wants to know how does he become a member? I think there's a button that says join.
There's a button that says join, yeah.
They doubled down yesterday, y'all. This is a final notice regarding your trademark application. We have sent multiple reminders, but as we have not received confirmation from your side to proceed with the refiling process, we have moved forward with the filing on behalf of another applicant. Now, you just said the other day that my thing was pending or something. Now you threatening me. Please be advised that within the next 48 hours, oh, now you're giving a bitch a timeline. You must remove the trademark from all use in connection with your business. Failure to comply. Now you telling me I gotta comply and let you like lock me up and take my shit from me because I'm black. No, that don't have nothing to do with you being black. You always go too fucking far. But anyway, that's how I perceived it. You must remove it, and failure to comply may result in you no longer being recognized with an S. Recognized with an S. Now I know you Alibaba from overseas, and I'm about to fuck with you, as the owner of the mark, and a cease and desist notice may be issued. This is your last opportunity to take action. They go so hard with the threats, the foreigners overseas. If you wish to proceed with securing your trademark rights, please inform us within the next 48 hours and we will assist you accordingly.
So can I tell you something?
Thank you for your prompt attention to this matter. What?
That's a complete scam. I got that on DJ Giddy like 2 months ago. It's a complete scam.
I don't give a fuck because I had time yesterday. So I called the motherfucking number. And like I said, Alibaba.
You should have recorded that.
I know. But I was so amped up, I didn't even have time to
What
think.
did they say?
He tried to stay calm and was like, and I called not from this phone. Because I knew if I called from this phone, they'd be able to pull up real quick and get their little script together. I called from the other phone. So I said, so y'all want to be sending people threatening messages about their trademarks? Like y'all think y'all could bully people into giving up their shit? Who is you? I got real ignorant because I know it's who are you? I was with the shits of who is you? Who is you? I could tell by the treble in your voice that you probably only 4'11". I said, nigga, you don't want it with me today. I said, I don't know what y'all white people think that y'all just. He was like, I know he was going like this. And I know he wasn't white. It did not matter to me. I got enough shit coming at me every day, every hour of the day, that I'm going to let Alibaba get underneath my skin and think he won. So after I cussed him out 2 days to Tuesday and let him know, he was like, well, what is the name of your company? Bitch, it's too late to ask questions. You drew first blood. You don't know? But if you tell me I could help you, I don't need the fucking help, bitch. You need the help. Because now that I got this number, I'm going to keep calling you all day. That's what I do. I call you. And I don't care. So now I have already sent this one to my accountant too. And he was like, your trademark is fine. Like, ignore it. No, I'm not ignoring it because I don't like the fact that people like this are out here preying on people that actually, pride themselves in their paperwork always being done right or paying their bills on time. I'm not that girl. I'm not going to pay you until the last little bitty of my lights start flickering. And I'm like, oh shit, it's getting real. Let me go ahead and pay that bill. Do that little ACH. So you might not shall never move my fucking needle. No. So then I did what they do. I sent back a very crafty, nice little, after I cursed him out, I was like, bitch, do it again. Send something else. And he tried to say, that's not what we're inferring. What is the company? What's the company? My accountant said, no, what they're trying to do now is they're trying to get in your business so they can start filing things for you and you have to pay that.
Yep.
Too late. I already did. And I might have, had I not already done all the grunt work myself and paid that hefty fee. And so I put, to whom it may concern, I'm in receipt of your text message dated June 24th regarding the Pink Champs trademark application. Your communication contains statements that are inconsistent with the official records of the USPTO, which, by the way, before I sent this, I had to go in and make sure I had my shit together. Because sometimes shit be expiring. But once I went in there, saw that everything was good, then I went and checked on my brother's site, Drink Champs, made sure they had their shit good. Now I'm fucking drawing blood on you. I said, the USPTO records reflect that the Pink Champ trademark application is not only active, but it's been assigned to an examining attorney. Accordingly, your assertions regarding ownership and required removal of the mark and alleged filling, because how you not even spelling filing right? How you got 2 L's, Alibaba? Y'all supposed to be smart. Y'all supposed to be the smart STEM kids. Anyway, appeared to be on the filing of another applicant appear to be inaccurate. Off With Her Head Productions demands that you immediately cease and desist from sending misleading, deceptive, harassing, or otherwise unauthorized communications regarding this trademark matter. If you contend that you possess any legitimate legal basis for your claims, please provide your full legal name, company name. Like, bitch, tell me, stand up and let me see who you is. That's basically what that's saying. Otherwise, don't contact Off With Her Head again regarding this matter, because if you do, it may be documented, reported to the appropriate consumer protection, regulatory, and law enforcement authorities. Govern yourselves accordingly. Signed, Off With Her Head. That govern yourselves accordingly, that's the line right there. That's like, do better, bitch.
We need to make a Miss Jones Esquire app.
I mean,
contact Miss Jones for all your legal notices.
Brick City said Dr. Miss Jones Esquire. Don't play with me. I keep telling y'all I have the law degree. I just did not take the bar. I don't have to. I know what I know. Stop playing with people. Now imagine if I actually gave a fuck about how I appear on paper to people. I would be in there trying to get my affairs in order. Like, stop. I'll respond to the people I should respond to. Exactly, Big R. Going to jail. Keep sending them. Keep sending them. Mr. Brian, the lawyer name was Brian somebody. I said, where's Brian at? Put B on the phone. He was like, no, you want to be, I'm going to tell him how y'all about to fuck up his esquireness. The fuck? Playing with me. But I like to play. Like, I like that type of, that's my type of carrying on. Right. And then it will be off with your motherfucking head. I told you the story with all the creditors and how all the creditors, they were right. That was on my credit report. They were absolutely accurate. I had some late payments. I had some not payments. I had some shit going on. But the one thing that I made sure I did was I have my Verizon bill and my company name, right? So when I stopped paying that bill on time and me and Verizon fell out with each other, they tried to come for what I owed, but they didn't come to Off With Her Head Productions. They tried to come to Tarsha Jones. Bitch, that contract says Off With Her Head Productions. So you cannot be putting shit on my credit report. And since TransUnion and Equifax and Experian, since y'all let them and y'all did not ask for any proof of the bill or the contract, which, note to everybody out there, those companies, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, they are not our friends. They take what the billing people tell them as fact. And most often it's not. But we always figure, I mean, I know I got bills I probably did. No. So in this case, I let Verizon keep going, keep threatening. Put it on my credit report. I let it go. So it became very damaging. And then that company I told y'all, Pro Se, I am Pro Se, saved my day. I shot off the letter to Verizon and was like, you're coming after Tarsha Jones and you're not coming after the... And I guess they realized they were wrong, but they tried to get a little slick and say, well, Tarsha Jones is an officer of the company. In that capacity, I'm an employee, so you can't come after me personally. Like, that's why I'm so glad that I'm a real lawyer. This is why I'm so glad and I'm so happy and I'm so satisfied to be a real lawyer. Mind your business. I wound up suing Verizon, and I just threw every fucking body else in that bitch. And what happened? Just like when you go to court with that damn Capital One, they are the devil. They come into court with a whole 30 different cases. They don't know what's what, but because they count on you not coming to court, they win. They win. They don't know if the debt is real or not, but they win because we don't show up. Black people, we ain't trying to come to the law unless we absolutely necessarily have to, right? So fuck it, whatever. I took them bitches to court, and when we got on, it was on the Zoom. When we got on the Zoom, I'll never forget, because the debts was valid. Some of them was valid. And they were like, Your Honor, this was just maybe a medical company stood up and said, Your Honor, this is preposterous. Why are we even here? Her debt is valid. This debt has been outstanding since X, Y, and Z. We've got this, we've got that. They had their proof. I said, you want to know why you're here? You want to know why you're here? Ask Verizon why you're here. Verizon is the one that got this whole party started. If it were not for Verizon, you guys would have gotten your money. But because they want to be seedy and lie, I went over all your credit things, and I found flaws in every single one. The debt might be accurate, but the way you filed it was not. And then one of them stood up and goes, Thanks, Verizon. There's my afternoon. Because we were in there like it was, and the judge had to keep taking each creditor like to the side to have a separate conversation, and would come back to me. And I told you I forgot to change my clothes, and I had on the t-shirt that says Queens get the money. And he was like, Queens get the money. This is the judge. Queens get the money. Huh? Well, let me go get the queen her money. I'll be right back. I said, fuck, why you didn't put on a Jack and Jill shirt? But oh well, judge was cool. So he comes back and he goes, so Sprint is willing to offer you $3,000 for this whole thing to go away. I'm like, I mean, I guess. But I'm like, thank you, Your Honor. So he goes, I'll be right back. He goes, he comes back. He goes, Capital One is holding on. At the end of the day, I got to applaud Capital One. They are the motherfucking gorilla. We ain't letting you go. You will never, we don't care if it's 5 cents. Capital One they won. Capital One won. They want their motherfucking, they don't care if it's a half pence, a half penny. They don't care. They not getting up off of nothing. But what they did do, what did Capital One do? I think Capital One said, we damn sure ain't paying her no money because we know what she owes us. And I know what I owe them. But we'll take it off her credit. Like, we won't fuck with it no more. And I was like, all right. Because when you're wrong, you're wrong. You don't want to just be fighting or just be fighting. But the rest of them bitches, I was like, nope. Because you cost me months of strikes and things I could have gotten on credit. Nope, because you didn't file the right way. And then I sued Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax too and said, bitch, because you should have asked for proof before you just go throwing shit on people's credit report. Got checks from them too. And they don't care. They don't care because they have insurance companies, so they don't give a fuck. And half the creditors that showed up on the Zoom, they just, the person was like, thanks, Verizon, there goes our afternoon. They're like, that's not so bad because that means we don't have to go back to the office. Like, it was the craziest thing because they're like talking and I'm like, are all these company lawyers friends? Probably. They're the ones that have to show up to the hearings like this, right? So they probably do know each other, but they didn't care. They were authorized to make offers on behalf of Sprint and Auto One and Medical LLC or whatever it was. They were authorized to make offers. And at this point, I'm like, any offer is a come up for me. So even if it was a low offer, I'm here for it. Child, when I tell you, I walked away with, I'm probably like 15K, all because of that company. I be trying to tell y'all, I am pro se. I think I put the commercial up once. I am pro se is the motherfucking truth. And I am pro se was right there on my phone telling me what to say because they knew what questions was going to be asked. So when the questions are asked, I'm like, oh, that would be so and so and so and so. And what was the reason for this? So and so and so and so. Ciao. Thank you, Moon Girl. Capital One is Nikita. I'm still tapping it out from Capital One because they don't stop. Capital One is me. Capital One, I'm fighting a me when I fight against Capital One. And sometimes you just tap the fuck out because I'm the annoying little sister that knows she wrong, but just want to fight just to see who going to outlast who. That's Capital One, child. And unfortunately, sometimes Capital One be the only one that's willing to fucking give a bitch credit. So I have learned not to fuck with Capital One. Make them Capital One payments on time. If you don't do nothing else, Capital One will be at your fucking funeral, ready to collect. Whew. So little Indian man last night, I bet I ain't get no more texts after that. And I know y'all 14 hours ahead. It was morning time for you. I bet he ain't bothered me after that. The website I am Prose is iamprose.com, right? Giddy, do we have the thing? I am PROS.
Remember, it wasn't available when you went there. Was the other stuff, and he was going to send us a new one.
I have it right here. I am Prose is an AI-powered legal tech help.
Well, let me go see.
And they have a video on YouTube. I am PROSAY. It's on Instagram. I am Prose. IAM PROSAY.
What actually happens if you ignore a debt lawsuit? You only get about 20 to 30 days to respond. If you don't respond, you lose automatically. And then they can garnish your wages, freeze your bank account, and add judgment interest. But here's the part nobody tells you. You can stop all of that. I Am Prose builds your legal answer for you automatically, so you don't lose by default. Go to iamprose.com and file your answer today. What actually happens if you ignore a debt lawsuit? You only get about 20 to 30 days to respond. If you don't respond, you lose automatically. And then they can garnish your wages, freeze your bank account,
I'm going to send this to you,
add judgment
Giddy.
interest.
Do I need to?
But here's the part nobody tells you. You can stop all of that. I Am Prose builds your legal answer for you automatically, so you don't lose by default. Go to iamprose.com and file your answer today.
I sent it to you so you can put it up.
What actually
and here's
happens
what
if
I
you
appreciate
ignore a debt
about it. The judge actually thought he was going to have to be my representative because I was by myself. He appreciated the fact that I had to come back answers. It was like him watching a tennis match. We were at FIFA. We were at FIFA from. I don't know where that money going to come from. He was appreciating the show. They was throwing out shit. I was responding. There it is. You found it, Jet Black Straight? Yup.
debt lawsuit. You only get about 20 to 30 days to respond. If you don't respond, you lose automatically. And then they can garnish your wages, freeze your bank account, and add judgment interest. But here's the part nobody tells you. You can stop all of that. I Am Prose builds your legal answer for you automatically, so you don't lose by default. Go to iamprose.com and file your answer today. What actually happens if you ignore a debt lawsuit?
Hold on, y'all. Oh. Hold on. I gotta call Chad because I think I was supposed to take today off. I think I lost something. Did you turn me off?
No.
It just came up and said I lost ability, that my camera got kicked off of circuit or something.
Did you open something else up in your computer?
Oh, well, my phone is charging in the computer.
Oh, so it probably tried to go to your phone camera.
Oh, okay. All right. I just needed to get a little juice. Hi, Sunshine Pixie Diva. Hi, Thames. And remember that some of the lawyers bill clients but never do the work. Yep. So you wind up potentially getting 15 and then got to give the lawyer a third. Just child, just use I'm pro se. Hi, I'm in the will of God. Good morning. And even if you get judgment, you can do an order to show cause and open it up. Yep, there's always a way. They try to make shit seem so difficult, like life ain't hard enough. Thank you, Miss C, for the super sticker. Thank you to all the members. Give it up for the members. You guys please make sure. Thank you, Kim from Harlem, for posting that. Jonesy, I was watching the show The Oval, and the son of the show yelled out, Brenda! Oh my God. Are you serious? Now you're going to send me down a rabbit hole of finding the date of production, if it was before or after I told y'all the Brenda story. Why? Why do y'all do this to me? Because y'all know I like to fight with the Indian people on the other end of the phone. I take all the fights. All the fights I take up. All right, so yesterday when we talked about Oprah Winfrey telling a secret about Whitney Houston falling off the stage when they did that interview claiming that Whitney was high, but that she forbade anybody in the audience to mention it or take pictures of it or share pictures of it, right? So I guess in the spirit of Clive Davis dying, everybody feels it's okay to say all the shit that we would have liked them to say back then that could have possibly saved Whitney's life or saved Phyllis Hyman's life or saved Anita Bowfield's career, right? Right. Stephanie Mills posted a video of Pat, Whitney's sister-in-law, and Whitney's brother, Michael, many years later on a panel discussing that same incident.
Oprah told this story when she, you may have heard it. It was the first time, I guess, maybe it was 9 years ago. Well, when she did the Oprah show, Whitney had such an attitude with everybody. And I tried to tell her, listen, I said, karma is everything. I said, be very careful. Watch what you say now. She was still just very bitter and upset about some things. And she said, sissy, just let me be me. I said, okay. I said, I'm not trying to stop you. She was still a little hateful. She goes on stage and she trips. Oprah told that audience, not one single word to anyone. That secret was kept for way over 10 years or more. I'm telling you. That was a moment for me because I was so afraid when she slipped that she got hurt.
I have to add to this. When she fell, there was a little nail next to her, inches. And if she had fell 1 inch to the left, it would have went for her head.
Jesus Christ. So I was so fearful and so upset that she was fell, but even more so because I told her karma will get you. Oh,
So I don't know if that person falling on the stage was actually Whitney or if that was a different clip. But what I noticed in the comments, there was a response from a woman that I want to respect. I have respected, but didn't respect her comment. Dara Miles. She is I want to say a talking head. You guys might have seen her posts. Usually they're responsible posts and informative posts. And they're, for the most part, factual, right? And she oftentimes talks about the history of our television sitcom stars from the 70s and the 80s. But somebody made a response saying, so why are we so mad that Oprah talked about it yesterday when the family was talking about it? And Dara Miles said, exactly. Now I want to call you a dumbass bitch. Like, we're not mad at who said what when. We're mad at the lie that Oprah put on it to make it look ugly, to make it look like Whitney was drugged or was high. That is what we're a little disappointed in. Not the fact that, oh, this is an old story. Y'all just want to be mad at Oprah. Don't nobody need reasons to be mad at Oprah. She's given us 101. So please stop. Please stop. But to the point, how Michael know it was a nail right there? Like, shut up. How you always trying to be dramatic? But I'm glad that Pat told the story back then. And I'm glad that it was more of a karma thing than her being high, because I remember that interview on Oprah and she looked cleaned up. She looked better. And her mantra always was, I just want to be me, which means that this whole thing, this whole princess and sequence was all an act that Clive probably wanted to be the one in the gowns with the sequence. And I believe Whitney was his muse. She was the woman he always wanted to be. Hell, he probably was dragged up in sequence gowns when he was alive for his male lovers, probably. That's where that connection and that attraction and that love for Whitney, or that wanting to be her so bad, he told her how to act. You know, a lot of the queens, they be acting more feminine than a lot of actual women. Have you noticed that? They're like extra dramatic, and I think it's in part that they watch them old black and white movies where the Lauren Bacalls and the Joan Crawfords, they talk dramatically. Like, oh, buddy, I love you so, buddy. Oh, Chucky, but you're breaking my heart. Like, just very extra and very no more wire hangers. Like, that's how the queens be acting. Our guest is here. Let me introduce and get myself together. But I don't like that Oprah tried to make it be a bad Whitney memory. We don't need any more movies. We don't need any more verbiage. We don't need any more dirt kicked on Whitney's name. Thank you very much. All right, people. Our guest has arrived. Let me bring him up. Get the applause. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Robinson.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
And busy. You're very busy.
Yeah, I'm a little busy right now for sure.
But that's a great thing. Welcome.
It is.
Welcome
Indeed.
to Jonesy. And I just want to start out by saying, when I told the people that you were going to be joining us this morning, automatically they were like, from Dreamgirls?
Very cool.
And I said, yeah. And I said, yes, but more importantly, from Beyond the Gates.
Right. That's right. It's going down with Ted right now.
So, so you have new music, but you do it all. So you want to jump right into promoting the new music, or you want to?
I mean, we can. I mean, the album comes out tomorrow. So Love Episodic 2 is out. Finally, I've been talking about it for a while. I dropped a new single last Friday called Up, which is available now along with some other singles that are at radio. But the whole project will be out tomorrow. I can't believe it sounds crazy saying that. I've been working on it for a while.
Now, which is your first love? Because like I said, you do it all.
Well, music, it started with music with me. I got into a group in college. We got out of college and got a record deal, short-lived record deal. And that kind of was my intro into show business. So I mean, music is always where my heart is. I mean, I love the acting. It's been great. I love them both, but it started with music for sure.
The passion. I was a music major, so I
Okay.
am a recording
Yeah.
artist as well. So I
Oh, wow.
appreciate
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So the music morphed into the acting, and did the acting start actually paying your bills? And
Oh yeah, yeah. The acting is what paid the bills. It funded the passion. I mean, there is, there is some funding on the music side, but nothing. I mean, my livelihood has been in front of the camera, which has been great. And like I said, it's allowed me to remain an independent artist and keep creative control and make my own decisions as far as when it comes to things on the music side.
did you ever have a wish list of producers? Like when you were first starting, did you say, if one day
Oh
I
yeah.
could get...
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the list is long. I mean, from the late Quincy Jones to Pharrell to Raphael Sadiq to Rodney Jerkins. I mean, all the great producers. I mean, I'm a fan first, so Timberland. I mean, there's a lot of artists that I've had a chance to work with, and there's a lot of artists that I want to work with, and that's a long list.
Do you ever feel like when people see you and you're coming to sing, they attach to the character that you've played on TV or in a movie?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, more people know me from the TV and film side of things because it's such a big medium. So, and I've been doing it for a while. So there's bound to be something you might have seen me in. So it's always a journey of discovery for me, especially when I perform live, or some people know half the audience might be where the other half might be like, why is this a play or what is he about? They don't know. So that most of the time they're pleasantly surprised.
Are you writing and producing, or are you performing and letting other people write? Is it?
I write everything. I wrote the entire album, and I did some co-producing, but primarily the production is done by various producers, and there are some songs where I did co-produce. But as far as the writing, I mean, that's all me. Everything is the lyric and melody and performance is all me.
Is the content real from your actual life experience, or?
It is, which is why I call it Love Episodic, because it's like episodes of my life. Everything is inspired by things that have happened in my life or things that I want to see happen. And it's kind of been a cathartic process for me. The writing is always therapeutic, and to put it to music and then to find out that there are many people who identify with the same experiences is comforting, to say the least.
Yeah, you're not alone. Are
Exactly.
you talking about relationship stuff? Are you talking about breakups?
Yeah.
Are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Love Episodic 2 is kind of chronicling the last few years of my life from it started during a pandemic when I had a son, a strike, a work stoppage, many work stoppages, falling in love, getting married, getting divorced, falling in love again. I mean, there's been a lot of things that have happened over the last few years that have kind of chronicled my life, my journey. So this is kind of like a time capsule for me.
This sounds interesting. I like messy mess and timelines.
Well, I don't call it mess. I believe my steps are ordered. I believe my messes were necessary. So it's my human development. So I just put it to music.
Thank you for clarifying. That
Okay.
makes it a lot more palatable.
Okay, cool.
So the relationship and the breakup, are you dating women that you work with? Are you
No.
a regular? No.
I never date anybody that I work with. I mean, it's just not a good, especially in the environment that I'm in. I mean, it's like we're like family, especially the show we're on now. It's like walking into the building with your cousins or being at the high school lunch table. It's great energy. We all love to be around each other. We might be in each other's tea about who they date and they're giving advice or, kind of checking their partners out because it's a lot of love in the building. But I've never really done on work romance, at least not in show business. I've seen those and they crash and burn pretty quickly.
I feel the same way, that they crash and burn, because it's even on reality shows when everybody's in your business and they have an opinion and they're on social media, it never dies. You never can get away from it. But if you're working so much, sometimes that's all you are around.
True, but I believe there's a will, there's a way. There's a way to kind of curtail that. I mean, I don't. If the attraction is that strong and you want to take that journey, so be it. Have it. Me personally, I never see anybody in my space that I'm working with as a romantic interest, because I kind of know where that leads eventually. So I'd like to keep my personal life personal and my work life work life.
What was it like when you were working alongside Jennifer Hudson and Beyonce? Was there any tension? Was there any, did you know that based on the work ethic or the performance, did you have an inclination that Jennifer Hudson was going to get an Oscar? And what did she get? An Oscar or Tony?
Yeah, an Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah, I mean, you never. I mean, the Oscar is like the Super Bowl ring. You never really look at that. I knew she was doing an amazing job, as everybody was. I knew that the movie was already getting recognized based off of the play, and we kind of had a standard to uphold. And that's pretty as far as it went with me. I mean, you never kind of like count your chickens before they're hatched, especially something like an Oscar, which is, you know, the creme de la creme. I mean, when she got it, it was no surprise. But during the process, you're not really thinking in those terms. You're just trying to get from day to day and get the work done.
You are so honorable, because I'm like, how was there no surprise? She wasn't great.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I mean, the Academy thought she was great. So, I mean, I thought the songs she performed were great. I thought she embodied the character. I mean, I thought the Oscar could have went to a couple of characters in that movie. You know, they could have gave me a honorable mention or something. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
gonna say your performance was strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You sound like you have an opinion about said performance. So I'm gonna leave that. You know, that's all. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm an award watching girl, so
Okay.
I get involved from that perspective of like who was the best, who was really the best, and who won based on it's time that we give the award to this person that looks like this.
Well, you know, yeah. I mean, you know that all factors in, but a lot of times it doesn't go our way. So that night it went our way. I wanted to see Eddie win. I felt like Eddie was deserving. You know, and beyond that, I feel like, I mean, anybody. There's a few people in that movie I feel like could have gotten recognized, but I'm glad Jennifer did. I mean, you know what I mean. So
yeah, I'm glad that because it represented the show. So the show wins. Yeah.
Newcomer and everything. I wish we could have got Best Picture, Best Director. I mean, there's many things. I mean, this is 20 years ago. This is the 20th anniversary. So to still be talking about it is an award in itself.
Do you guys get together? Do you guys still communicate? You and the cast?
No, not much. I mean, Beyonce's kind of busy. Jamie's kind of busy. Jennifer's kind of busy. We're all busy.
I was going to say, Keith is kind of busy.
Keith busy. So hopefully Jennifer and I think we're due for a reunion because we haven't seen or spoke to each other in years. I see Jamie from time to time. I've even seen Eddie Murphy since before I've seen Jennifer. So, maybe one day.
I like the makeup and the hair. And can you send the word back to the cast of Beyond the Gates that they're doing an amazing job?
I shout them out every interview I get. That's Stevie is head of the makeup and Juan Key is head of the hair. They do it amazing. They are imperative in this show. The presentation is, especially in a genre like soap operas where we're on 10K cameras. You've seen everything. They do miracles with us every day. And they need an Oscar because they're amazing. Yeah. And Jerisa Featherstone, who handles wardrobe, they do their thing. They're the dream team.
They are. They do an outstanding job. You guys look flawless every time. And it makes me proud because quite often,
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. So will you be performing locally while you're in town? Will you be
in town? Where are you at?
Well, we're in New York.
You in New York? Yeah, I'm coming to New York. I don't have a date, but I'm doing a city winery tour. We're putting together the dates right now. So I'll be in New York. I know the first date just got yesterday was August the 21st for Atlanta. I'm doing July 2nd, this coming Thursday in New Orleans at Tipitini's Essence Fest with Layla Hathaway and Daly and Raheem Devine and Jay Brown. That's going to be a great show this Thursday night. Next Thursday, a week from today. But their shows, we're putting them together now. Now that the album is done, finished, and I'm serving it to the people, we coming to bring it to you live, especially on this hiatus with Beyond the Gates.
I love that. I love how you're making everything, you're putting your all into everything so no one feels slighted, because some people want to see the actor, some people want to hear the singer, some people want to watch the performer, and you're giving it all.
A good problem to have.
What is on your playlist right now? Who are you listening to?
My playlist is ever evolving. I'm kind of on a journey of discovery. I'm always looking for new records, new artists. I'm a big fan of Lucky Day. I love her. I love Leon Thomas.
I love Leon Thomas.
Yeah, Leon Thomas is dope. J. Cole. I mean, my list is long. Who else? I don't know, Fred Hammond. I mean, my list is so. I mean, if you ask me this 10 times, I might have 10 different lists because I'm just a music connoisseur.
Okay.
So if I hear a record, I'm looking to see who it is, and kind of I'm locked in from there on. So my list is ever evolving, and I'm listening to a lot of myself too because I'm trying to, nip and tuck and make sure all my bases are covered.
Fair answer. So go ahead, plug the album again. Give your social medias.
The album is Love Episodic 2. The algorithm, rhythm is spelled RHYTHM, like rhythm and music. It is out tomorrow. The single Up is out right now. I'll be in a city near you. My social media is Keith Sings. Keith Sings. And check me out on IG. I'm doing there's an alter ego war going on between Keith D and Keith Sings. Keith D is the actor. Keith Sings is the singer. And they're arguing a little bit because Keith Sings is starting to get a little more momentum with the music out. So
interesting. I love that. But both Keiths actually win.
Yeah, they both win. They don't see it that way, but they both win.
Brilliant marketing. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Good luck with the project.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Take care. Keith Robinson, everybody. Thank you, Valerie Sweets Marable, for that. He was fun. Did y'all think he was fun? Was it just me? You played along with the Jennifer Hudson question, Giddy?
He did.
He did.
I gotta get back to you though. Somebody called.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I want to pop him up again so I can hear. If I pop him up enough times, I'll hear enough of the conversation to put two and two together and know what's going on Giddy's World. That should be a segment, Giddy's World. Afro Queen said he was fun. Yep. Jet Black Straight. I like the hair and makeup. I'm not necessarily always loving the what I don't like on Beyond the Gates is that messy mother, who is the hidden baby mom. I don't like that character. And I don't like her acting. Her acting is too overacting, right? The fact that many of these entertainers are still busy is testament to their talent and professionalism. Just wonderful. Agreed. Amazon Mom, I missed the 1010. I'm sorry. I hope you guys got it. Hey, Jazz. Jimmy Early. Oh, thanks, Keish. Treat for all of us, right? Treat for all. Treat for one is treat for all. Now, we were gonna have, is it today? I forgot. And Che, I was supposed to take today off because Che has a game, I think, at 11. But I don't know if it's 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. What happened, Giddy?
I said, sorry to be late on the conversation, but he was great.
Right?
Yeah, he was great. He didn't want none of your shenanigans. He's like, wait a minute. She tried to take me down a rabbit hole.
I mean, I could tell he didn't do research on who I was, right? Because he would have expected it. He would have known how to.
So you keep saying, were you supposed to be doing something right now?
I think so. But I'm trying to call him and he's still asleep.
Oh, my Lord.
So I'm like, maybe it is. Well, wait, no, it can't be. It was.
You're supposed to be down there?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure of the time. Keith D. Robinson, single Up. There we have it, Val. He was a pleasure. He was a treasure. He's one of your easier clients, Val, I'm sure, because he knows how to go in and market himself. He knows how to give what he wants to give, and he's not going to be pushed out of his position. He was like, oh, you think so? I wanted to say, nigga, the world thought so. We all was like, how Jennifer Hudson getting an award? Over Beyonce? I mean, we knew it was the season that somebody on the show had to get something, right? But I took advantage of it. I came up with a song called Upstage You because I said, ooh, Beyonce got upstage and she is not happy. Remember Upstage You. Dun, 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 dun. It was off the music from Upgrade You. And I changed the words to Upstage You. Jennifer acting was better than Beyonce. Everybody's acting. Jennifer could have been asleep on a piece of log. And that would have been better than Beyonce's acting. I'm just saying. It was Upstage You. That was so funny. The song, I can't remember the words. Except Upstage You. Afro Queen remembers that. We was a whole mess on Hot 97 when me and Mike would go in the studio and come up with them parodies like that. I could have seen, well, I think Jennifer Hudson had more story. I think that the Academy just caught up. At that time, they just caught up to all the tragedy that her family endured. So if they had to give an award to somebody, hers had more story, right? They felt good giving it to the woman whose whole family got wiped out tragically. And they probably felt like Beyonce always gets everything. Eddie already had everything. And nobody else in the cast would have good story. I think. Okay. You saw the episode. She didn't look high at all. She looked very sober. Whitney Houston went back to talking. Y'all gotta keep up because this is the ADHD morning show. Yeah, now I'm trying to figure out without me getting all hold on, y'all. This is the same stuff we used to deal with when I was on the block, having to wake that boy up. I cannot. Jennifer is EGOT status. Yeah, but mostly because her whole family got wiped out. That should be from guilt. Like, let's just be honest. Of all the actresses out there, black or white, Jennifer Hudson is never even in the top conversation. And that year, certainly not. That's why I say every role she ever did is Effie. It's always, you mean to tell me, like, it's just all, she's being Effie right now. Turn on the TV. You will see Effie. Hints of Effie everywhere. Amazing singer. Not an, for me, not an amazing performer, but I don't need both. She definitely pulls her weight when it comes to singing. Jennifer Hudson gets busy. I'm just saying, when it's awards and you got vets up there that have been putting in the work for years, and then the industry goes and they snatch up these singers and put them in the spot of a vet that have been putting down the work, sacrifice, the time, the training, and they just, the industry is so greedy that it's not enough to pour into the actual talented actors and actresses and help develop them and help them get the visibility. They got to go and pull from the artists that are already American Idol and trying to get that machine to, rub off on their machine. It gets cloudy for me. And then the true talent, and I know these people that are actors by trade and are students of the art, they didn't have it easy. And then they have to compete with the singers that already got machines behind them. The singers that can't act. And the singers that, some of them don't even want to be actors, but they're not going to turn down a bag. So Like, let's not make this become a conversation of there go Jonesy hating again. I'm just breaking it down for what it is. You can't not see that. You can't not see that they pick and choose specifically who they want. And in that, sometimes the real talent gets overlooked, and that's a shame.
Okay, people. Did that just really happen again? Do you guys see and hear me? What is this? Somebody cuts up her. This happened yesterday. The same thing. And it's around the same time. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was Oprah, today's Jennifer Hudson. What's going on here? Yeah, she just vanished. You guys can see me too, right? The ghost of Clive. That is like crazy. Hold on, let me find out where she is. The same thing happened yesterday. This is, yeah, those are Coco Chanel's friends out there. I have a lot of birds that come out. Hello?
They kicked me out again.
It's like the same thing at the same time, apparently. It was close to
I
10.
wonder why.
I don't know. Yes, it would be. I'm outside. Can you? It says not. You don't have internet again?
Wait. It says connected now.
Okay, see if you can come back in. They got to be doing something in your area. Tell them don't be doing that.
You want to send me the link?
You can't go in the StreamYard?
Well, let me try again. Not letting me come back in.
You can't even get on StreamYard's website?
No, that's what I'm trying to do. I have StreamYard.com and it's not letting me.
I sent it to your phone, the link.
I'm going to try and send this to my email.
Okay.
I don't want to be on my phone. Yesterday it got too hot.
People got jokes. They said Jennifer Hudson said don't play with Chicago.
Oh, God.
Yesterday was Oprah, today is Jennifer.
She's horrible. I don't care. She's awful. When you got real talent out there, that's actually doing the work.
Yeah, Moon Girl, we're still connected because I didn't leave and you guys are still there. So just hold on. She's going to come back one way or another.
Now what's going on?
What's it doing?
Loading.
This is your computer or your phone?
A computer.
Kathleen, what'd you say? My birds are going in jail?
Let's see. Update. Yeah, no. I just emailed it. Like, what the hell? And I am definitely connected. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, no. Bluetooth's not connected. But yeah, I'm connected.
Open a new browser. Close that browser and open a new browser.
Really, Giddy?
I know you're going to lose your 40 tabs, but we'll fix that later. I just want to get you back on.
No. But I emailed it to myself. That's what I'm waiting for. It hasn't come through yet.
I don't think you're connected.
I am, because I just got an email from the people that I was telling you I needed help with.
Oh, okay.
That shit just came through.
They said Capital One was listening.
Oh my God. No, that's their Verizon with the connection. That was Verizon with the connection. All right, let me see. It didn't even come through on the.
If you open a new browser, though, is it coming to the website?
Wait, let me try.
I don't want her to restore the tabs. That's the problem. She's got like 50 tabs in one screen.
Why you talking about my business? Oh my God.
I just want to get her back here, guys. Because they're saying, tell her to restore the tabs. I just want you to get on one browser and one thing so I can get you back on here. We'll deal with all that other stuff later. By the time you get on, you're going to have to leave.
Well, wait a minute now.
What happened?
I'm trying to email it to myself and it's not coming through. But I'm emailing from my phone. Is my phone there? Oh. So it came through on my phone, but it's not coming through on my laptop. Okay. Interesting.
Moon Girl say it's okay. We'll just have a radio show. All talk and no video.
All right. So you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to type in the code.
Tika says you need to puff your cigarette. Glad this didn't happen when the guest was here.
Hey, I should be back.
There you go. I see you now.
That was the ghost of. I'm gonna hang up with you, Giddy. That was the ghost of. Look, that's just the energy that's around when the ancestors be talking. They be talking. Now that doesn't mean that what I was saying wasn't accurate. Maybe it happened because I hit it right on the nail. That the real actors and the actresses be getting frustrated with these singers coming and taking good roles. Their jobs are few and far between. So that's just my thought process. Kathleen Norman, absolutely. And that's why I don't be paying Verizon. You give me bootleg service. Big R said things work better with cup water. So let me tell you what I did last night. Never mind. Why bother? Let's continue with the show. Let me move on with my notes. Brenda! Have you guys ever been followed while shopping? They actually have, I think they're training them how to profile without being obvious. In my experience, what they're doing now is they're trying to give overly exciting customer greetings. Like, hi, welcome to so-and-so. Anything in particular you're looking for? That gives them, in their mind and by their company manual, the right to feel like them helping you by following you through the store is not profiling. Do you know what I mean? Well, Nordstrom's is going to be getting sued. We have video. Oh, and I'll be right back. My stomach hurts.
Manager in Scottsdale literally just stalked me and racially harassed me. And now she's blocking me from going back in the store. This is absolutely insane. So what you just saw was me being racially profiled, racially harassed, and stalked because of my race from the store manager at Nordstrom in Scottsdale. It honestly just breaks my heart to have had this experience, and even more heartbreaking to know that I've patronized this company. My family, my mother, my grandmother has patronized this company for eons, for decades. And to know at the end of the day, I'm still considered less than in their eyes. So I documented my whole entire experience word for word. And I sent a letter to Eric Nordstrom. He's the president of the Nordstrom Corporation. And I sent him everything except the footage that I had gotten from that day. And he had the dignity to write me back within 24 hours. But to be honest, his response was insult to injury. He gaslighted me. He made it sound like it was a figment of my imagination, that there was a misunderstanding. He never acknowledged, he never took accountability for the fact that I was racially profiled, that I was stalked, that my government appointed federal contract meeting was ruined. He never took accountability of all that I basically was racially profiled from the store manager. This is supposed to be the person representing his company to the highest level. We no longer have the liberty of waiting for karma to get around to it. We are no longer patronizing companies that demean us, that belittle us, and that treat us less than human. What Nordstrom did to me was inhumane. It was unacceptable. It was hurtful, and it was downright racist, and it won't be tolerated. What we're going to do is keep our black dollars, our black and brown dollars, away from Nordstrom, where they don't like, respect, or love, or value black people. The store manager in Scottsdale.
How do we ever get in stores like that? Were we just like trying to assimilate? Like, I've never found stuff in Nordstrom that I particularly was in love with, and the prices are always, maybe it's something to people feel of greater value if they spend more, if they have more money to spend. That does something for their psyche. It makes them feel superior, or like they're accomplished. Maybe. And my psyche has always been, the win is getting superior stuff for spending less, or a superior look, or a unique fashion statement, and saving money. I never got that. Remember the story with the guy that paid for VIP in the club? And the club, they took his $2,000 and gave him a seat next to the stage. And then a celebrity came in, little baby or big booty or some, I don't even know, one of them. And they asked him to move so that the artist could be there. And he refused. And I just was like, y'all got to remember we talked about this. Because I said, why are you paying $2,000 to be on the stage? Nobody fucking knows you. Like, why are you trying to be in proximity to the DJ or on a stage? Like, if you're going to be on a stage, get a craft to warrant you being on a stage. This is where it gets murky. You shouldn't be able to pay for proximity. I'm down with him not moving for the artist, but why are you there to begin with? That's the out. Is that the next generation shit? I never got that. I'm not paying $300 for a bottle of Belvedere. Oh, do they even make Belvedere anymore? I'm not paying that in a club when right across the street, the liquor store is selling it for $48. Oh, you got the video? Okay. Thank you, Giddy.
Bought a $2,000 VIP section, and Lil Baby came in. They asked him to move, and this happened.
Hey, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere.
This gave me hope. This gave me hope that we can win the war against dick riding. The reality is, why in the would you come over to me after I have paid for the section? I didn't pay for Lil Baby to be the man. That means nothing to me. It means nothing to me that Lil Baby is the man. I paid so I could be the man.
We got 3 booths for y'all right now on the other side of the world. No, because you gotta understand, if niggas pay for to be on stage, that's where we supposed to be at.
I'm not moving for Lil Baby. And this guy, no part of him wanted to dick ride, wanted to hang on Lil Baby's. This is not about Lil Baby. Hang on Lil Baby's dick. How about I'm the man? How about that? How about I bought the section. So I'm the man. These women will drinketh of my Patron. These women will drinketh of my pineapple juice. These women will drinketh of my Hennessy. I am the man. And I was happy that this man did not dick ride and give up his section that he paid for so somebody else could come over and be.
See, to me, that's low vibrational. Like, you're not the man just because you're stupid of a man. You paying $2,000 to be seen? That's weak. Like, that's buying visibility. The fly shit is you not having to pay for visibility. It's just coming to you naturally. You should be able to sit next to the man's bathroom. And if you the fucking man, bitches will come and drink from your Patronus back there. They will come and drink from your pineapple juice back there. Right? Or wrong. You decide. Go. Call the number. Drop your comments. And then we going over to Argentina. We're not staying long. Yeah, very low vibrational. And this is part of the reason why we can't get the wealth. We don't do the right shit with it. Proximity is a marketable commodity. So what does that say? So we just let it continue? Because shit isn't marketable if people don't buy in. So if we stop buying in and start clowning you when you're skewing your value for marketability purposes, if we start clowning you for paying for proximity, you'll stop paying for proximity and hopefully you'll thank us later. I think. Hey, Black Magic. But, I guess depending on what room I'm in, I'm probably wrong. There might be some science behind what they're doing. So if you're leveling up and you're trying to brand yourself and you have product or I didn't see no signage. I didn't see any branding. I didn't see anything. I just saw him with his braids and the fact that he was on stage and refusing to leave. Stand your ground. You paid for it. But why? Why would you drop is a rack 1,000 and a stack is 100? Which one is 1,000? 2 stacks. 2 stacks is 2,000. 2 racks. 2 bands. Wait, what's a band? What's a band? What's a stack? And what's a rack? This is funny. This is the content. I love when I stumble upon some shit on my own. On my own stupidity. This organic fucking funniness. What is a rack, a stack, and a band? I don't even know, but all I know, well, I'll tell you what I do know. You ain't getting two of neither to get me on the stage. I'm not paying for that. We do the wrong thing, and that's how people are always able to play us out, because all that shit represents, all of that posturing feeds the ego. And this is how our brothers, and this is how the younger generation is being manipulated. They couldn't manipulate us because we didn't have nothing growing up. We had to create shit. We gave it away to the likes of Eminem and Jimmy Iovine and Clive Davis, but we didn't have it, so that was never our problem. Do you agree with that? Now we spoiled our fucking kids because we were so traumatized by not having nothing. When we woke up and realized how poor we actually were, we made sure that our kids would have it all. But now they're taking it all and they're using it to posture, and that is giving gateway for people to play on your vulnerability. You're up there paying for proximity. That means you have low self-esteem, low confidence, low self-value, low self-worth, and I'm going to manipulate you because the idiot that will pay $2,000 to stand on a carpeted stage in a club, I can get him to pay for this. I can get him to buy some homeboy jewelry. I can get him to buy, like, am I wrong? Is my thinking wrong? The 2K definitely could have been put to better use. I'm going to show you what's going on in Argentina. Go, Giddy, go.
Censored or taken down, but I'm not going to censor myself. So if you're sensitive, you can swipe away, move from the video. That's up to you. But this picture you're looking at here is a new burger store. It's a real place. It's not AI. It's not parody. It's called Big N. Yeah. They don't serve the burgers with regular white bread. Instead of that, they use dark black bread because, these are burgers. When you get the burger, they write this on the wrapper. Are you seeing this? So you basically order and eat with ketchup and fries. They play rap music in the store. Not Yasin Bey, not Dead Prez, not Common, Talib Kweli, Roots, Nas. No. They don't play any of that kind of music. They play trap music, grills, guns, drugs, booty shaking, music. They didn't call it my or real. It had to be big. So there's no language barrier. No. This is careful branding. And you want to guess where this place is? Argentina. 43,000 Instagram followers and listed on Rappi, which is the South American Uber Eats. So these guys are an official business, and the Argentine delivery ecosystem has actually accepted and delivers for these guys. So this means adults and teenagers from all over Buenos Aires and Argentina can order and eat Big N. Now, I told you Argentina is the most racist country in the world. I told you how they wiped out their black community. Both times, Argentines were in my DMs in the comments calling me a liar. But Big N is in history. It's right now with thousands of followers validating their existence. And you know what? On their profile, they post black people going to the place and showing them, eating and promoting them. Listen. We're a lost people. We're lost. And look at this dude here. He wants to bring a franchise to Queens, New York. Man, I want to be there in Queens when you open the store. It will be the opening and closing ceremony. Listen, I'm not angry. I'm excited. These guys know exactly what they're doing, and I love it. They're showing the world what Argentina really is, the most racist country in the world. They want the controversy because they know in Argentina, black people don't matter. They wiped most of them out anyway. So I want these guys to be number one. When you think of Argentina, I want you to think of Big Burger, because Argentina is a country where something like this can happen. And people laugh and say you're too sensitive while they eat. If they tried this in Brazil, in Rio, I don't think they make it out alive. Brazil is not Argentina, so people can now stop trying to compare it. Anyway, good luck to these guys. I'm sure my video will help their brand. Many will see this and support them out of spite because there is nothing a racist loves more than sticking it to the black man. So I hope they become the biggest fast food chain in Argentina. You are truly the ambassadors your country deserves. Like, follow, and share, and
bring that shit to New York. Any borough, even upstate. We all gonna be in jail. We all going. We all going. We all going. Like, who the fuck is Argentina? Like, y'all saw that big nigga burger with black bread? With a side of Kardashian cola or Kardashian Kool-Aid. Comments, because I'm still on the dude in the club with the 2000. No, somebody made the comment and said, what was he supposed to do? He did the right thing. At that point, he's all in. My comment is not about his actions once he's in. You represent the money that you stupidly spent for proximity. My angst is, why would you pay $2,000 to be seen or to think you being seen? Wherever you go, there you are. You're still the same person. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you, sir. And if they know you, if they knew you, and this goes to anybody paying for proximity, if they knew you, you wouldn't be fucking paying. They'd be happy to see you, and they'd be happy to have you in the club, and they wouldn't be asking you to move. They wanted the celebrity, Lil Baby or Little Yodi or Yachty or whatever the fuck his name is. They wanted him there so that when people come in and they see, they call their friends and tell them, yo, guess who's here? Guess who's here? It's all for marketing. It's all for business. But you paying to be there, they shouldn't have taken your money, number one. But I guess it was early in the night. They didn't know how the door was going to go. So they was like, fuck it, a bird in the hand, right? Now you're being asked to move out the way. Move out the way. How does that make you feel? Granted, they have no right to ask you, but the fact that they did speaks volumes. So you don't have to, express it right now in the club, but hopefully when he went home and showered and figured out what really happened and how he got in that position, hopefully he took self-inventory. And if this is you and you the one that gotta have bottle service and gotta. Now, granted, if you getting bottle service because it comes along with some chairs, I'm here for the chairs. Because nothing's worse than fighting with 18 million people at a bar for a drink, trying to find the waitress or waiter to get their attention, to give you one drink. And then by the time you get it, it then knocked over and spilled and it's only this much and you trying to get another one and you got to wait another 18 hours for that. That we also too old for. I ain't got time for that. So that's why I would get a table. But I'm not here for the $8,000 bottle service. Not doing that. It's just something in me. If I know that the bottle is only $40, why am I giving you $400? So I might as well just say, all right, the bottle's only $40, but this chair here is $360. It's worth $360. Make it make sense. I hear that bottle service is becoming a non-factor, that people don't care. People ain't buying into that shit no more. And the promoters hate me. The promoters hate me. They hate to book me for that very reason, because I'm not helping to push their bottle service shit. Because I'm not down, but it's just stupid. But then they're like, that's going to help me pay your back end. And I'm like, all right, get your bottle service, I guess. I don't have to sell hard because y'all have been conditioned. I was home and inside for 15 years when this whole bottle service thing became a thing. I'm not part of that. Y'all fell for it and y'all continue to, so keep it going. I'm just saying, That's dumbness. That's dumbness. All right, let me try and catch up to the comments. The Moon Creative said, yeah, black bread, but it's the nerve. Imagine, as creative as we are as Black people, if we had the time and the resources to come up with slanderous concepts for the rest of the world, for the others. As creative as we are, we'd have white people, white bread. Like, there'd be so many products that we could come up with that would make them turn red in the face. That would just totally humiliate them. We could talk about their lack of athleticism. We could talk about the reason why reclassing actually came to be a thing is because of their small-boned, frail little kids that didn't grow. So you needed to get left back to buy time for you to be standard height. Imagine. But we're not obsessed with y'all. Like, leave us the fuck alone. And if they bring that shit here, it will be up in flames. Tracy says she's been to Argentina. It's everything people say, the Europe of South America. And let me tell you this, even over here, right? Even over here, I feel like Black-owned businesses do not honor their Black patrons. They try to treat everyone the same. That's why that philosophy is also why I think we didn't understand government. Probably a lot of us didn't have civics classes. I know I didn't. So when Barack Obama became president, we expected more than what we got, not understanding that he's just, he ain't got that type of power, like, right? But how do I say it? I went to a Mexican restaurant the other day for lunch. And when I went in there, we were the first people in there, or maybe it was one other table. And then two groups of people came in and they were foreigners. I don't know if they were Brazilian, Moroccan. I don't know. They were beige skinned, could have been Mexican. I don't know. All I know is at 12 o'clock when the FIFA came on, the motherfucking management came out with the remote controls and put the screens, all the screens on FIFA and full blast. And the tables were going, yeah, yeah. And I said, turn that down. Turn that down. I'm trying to have a business meeting and you turn it down. I went from talking like this to having to yell. And the person I was having a meeting with was like, you know, it's FIFA. And they, you know, I don't give a FIFA for fuck. That is funny. Stop! I said FIFA for fuck. I don't. I didn't. Give a fuck. Do we, owners of Black restaurants, put on the BET motherfucking awards full blast? Well, we have mixed company. Not only would we never, but we might put on some fucking country music awards. Why are we always serving and appeasing and disregarding our own for others? So in one side of my face, I'm like, turn this shit the fuck down. Like, turn it down now. And then I called the manager. I said, what are we doing? And he was like, I'm sorry. I can receipt y'all. I can receipt y'all over there where the TVs are off. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to move. I was here first. But then I realized the Mexicans be 10 toes down, but they Mexican shit. What was the name of the restaurant? What's the name of that restaurant? It's a Mexican. It's a chain. And I actually loved the nachos. But he stood 10 toes down and was like, no, I'm not turning it down. Our Mexican people are in here. And this was on This had to be Tuesday, Monday. This had to be Tuesday, I think. So whoever was playing in the fee, fi, fo, fuck on Tuesday, they were in there cheering. Who played Tuesday? But I was like, wow, they really stood for their shit. Us, never. We trying to silence and act as non-cultured and hide all of our Black beauty and all the things that make us sought after, stalked after, stealing from, all the things that make us great. We always try to downplay that shit to make white people and Mexican and Puerto Ricans feel comfortable, and always inviting them in. Fuck that. No more. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck out. We need to start being blatantly disrespectful so they don't even ask to come to the barbecue. Because the barbecue is going to be so motherfucking uncomfortable for you. We're going to highlight and count your dance steps and laugh and joke at how you still can't catch the beat. We're going to highlight the fact that you ain't never tasted food like this before, nor could you recreate it on your own. We're going to highlight. Let's start doing that shit. We are all we got, people. Show them the Mexicans, Giddy. Show them the Mexicans. Number three. Let me go on my comments and see who riding that dawn with me. Bye, Che Bella. Bye, ho. No, I'm kidding. That's what me and my friends say. Bye, ho. Hey, Courtney. Bye, ho. Hi, ho. It was in Secaucus. I'm going to find the name of it.
That video of those two little Hispanic girls who was in at McDonald's, and they walked up to that man who was praying, and they started to say to him, "You need to get out. You don't belong here. This is my McDonald's. You are ugly," and then proceeded to stick up their middle finger. Their father did come and reprimand immediately. He gave them pow-pows. But see, the thing is this: you can't reprimand your child in public while doing certain things in private. Because, like, why would they even think to see a Black man and to come over to him and say, "You're ugly, you don't belong here"? That is not something that they just picked up like in that moment. That was something that they heard over time. Okay, that conversation could have went a lot differently had it been somebody else. Okay, because one thing about me, I don't play with nobody's kids. Now, I ain't gonna hit your child, but that tongue lashing with two grown ass little girls would have had them looking at life a lot differently. Okay. Did y'all see that video of those two little?
She said, "You ugly," and then the other one said, "You motherfucking bitch." That wasn't racial. That was, I just heard mommy call daddy this, or daddy call mommy this. This was definitely a scene out of their home. She said, "You ugly, you motherfucking bitch." That's what she said, and she. But the irony of it all, how you're not even supposed to, how did your mommy and daddy get here? Oh, they wasn't supposed to be here. Yeah. Man, it was called El Asadero, Mexican Grill. That was the name of the restaurant where I had my shock to life of, we gonna blast this fee, fi, fo, fum. And if you don't like it, go back where the fuck you came from. El Asadero in Secaucus. Yep, they will never get my business again. And the manager or the owner, he doubled down and was like, "You don't have to have it blasting like that." Oftentimes, restaurants have multiple TVs and everybody don't want to watch the same thing. So what if I wanted to watch Beyond the Gates? I guess he would have told me no. You can have it on, but you don't have to have it up. Because then every screen would be, he put the Mexican FIFA shit over everything. So I'm boycotting El Asadero in Secaucus. Bye, Kim. Thank you. All right, don't forget, come see me this Sunday at the annual Red, Black, and Green Juneteenth Gala. For tickets, Eventbrite. I'm hosting. It's 5 p.m. out in Marlboro, New Jersey. Yep, I'm going back home. That's my fake home. That's where I raised the kids. So yeah, that clearly was some shit that they heard in the house, and they repeating it. You motherfucking bitch. Talking about you ugly. Meanwhile, you got a whole pan for your face. You got a whole pie face. You boxy shaped. Smelling like cut grass. All the things. Getting ready to bite into a nice nacho. Yup, all the things. You want to be talking fucking grown? Like she said, you're going to look at life a lot differently when I verbally lash your ass. El Asadero Mexican Grill. Marco, we are the greatest on this earth. All we got is us. If you got these two little bitches, these two little cunts coming for you, the Argentinians having nigger burgers and calling it nigger, big nigger. Not to mention all the Karens and the Kens that just think they could tell you, you can't be here. You can't be here. I don't want you here. You can't be here. If we don't honestly realize that we all we fucking got and stop saying, yeah, but I'm trying to get to this bag. We got to get to this bag. So what if it's MAGA? I got to get to this bag. The reason why they are the end all be all is because we always sell ourselves short and never invest with each other. And we wind up having to ultimately cave and go to the whiteness to get a business loan or to get business going or to get product. That's because nobody now is built to say, I'm going to play the long game. I am going to invest amongst those that look like me. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a try. Do I need to lead that motherfucking coalition too? The fuck? What's everybody else doing? What's Charlemagne doing? What coalition is he leading to empower Black people's businesses and all of that shit? It's all right. I'll do it. Just one more thing on my back to accomplish. Giddy, strike up the band. We're about to start the Black Business Coalition. We need to make one of these tiers of joining Jonesy in the morning corporate. Like we need to create something corporate where we start exchanging business something or another. It's got to start somewhere. So let's utilize the tiers of Jonesy in the morning to do networking things, like bring the people together for that purpose. Not no, we gonna slide out later. No, that's not what these events are going to be for. Because we got to start somewhere. The little Mexican cunts getting out of control. Like, really? That's why when I see ICE fucking with their own, I mind my motherfucking business. I keep it pushing. I mind my business. Swiss Beats and Timbaland selling verses to Apple Music. I mean, what's the last Swiss Beat song? That might have been. A lot of artists want to make you think that they're better off or that they're still flowing when COVID happened and shit. I don't know one person that wasn't affected in some way, shape, or form. Either your family members were dying or your businesses were dying or your jobs were laying you off or you were getting fired. The artist's money flow is no different than ours, which is why Jay-Z's ass conveniently comes to Philadelphia for a Roots picnic to set up the selling of his tickets, the reselling. Because remember, he thought he didn't need that. He thought he could just go away for 1,000 years and come back like his wife and sell you $1,500 tickets. And y'all said no bueno. So now he takes a step back, goes to Philadelphia, aligns himself with Beanie Siegel, them whom we love, to make us think that, oh, he's back. Hov is back. No. He just did a little diversion, a little trick and pony thing. And now he's going to put them tickets back on the market. And unless you're willing to fly to Paris and pay $100 for the ticket, most of you won't even be able to afford it. But hey, to each his own. I don't like talking about kids either because the kids didn't ask to be here. But when kids say, you motherfucking bitch, Get out of here, you ugly. This is our McDonald's. This is our country. The kids going to get it too. Everybody hates Black people. They hate what they don't understand. They hate how the way we're positioned by white people makes other races think that even they are superior to us. Meanwhile, we are the pulse of the entire world. Everything great in this country was either developed, invented, created, nurtured, curated by someone Black. There it is. And I have receipts. Leave us alone. And we won't call your two pie-faced kids cunts. Because I wasn't cunting them before they said, you motherfucking Black bitch. Swiss never made a good decision. He left his wife for the side chick. I mean, yeah, but imagine what it could have been if they didn't sell it. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But when the pressure of niggas needing to keep up the facade, case in point, $2,000 guy. Why are you paying $2,000 just to be seen? What are you trying to prove to your crew or the people that you live amongst? What you trying to prove? So scale it up to the Swiss Beats and the artists of that level, right? They got to keep making it look like they're still doing it. So if I got to sell off some shit over here, and they probably were advised that that was a good time to sell because Versus started going down. Nobody cares about Versus right now. So maybe they sold that. Maybe that was a business move, but to us, it just looks like, once again, as soon as we get something to create something great, they go and sell it to the white man. And I'm not saying you shouldn't ever handle your business and be strategic with your portfolio. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, on a cultural level, we have got to stop compromising our integrity and our gifts and our financial safety. We have got to stop. We must begin to start empowering ourselves and work and keeping our wealth within our community. So we can avoid being taken advantage of and being exploited, right? It's one thing if I agree to being exploited, but if it's because I'm not setting shit up properly or not pouring in, that's a problem. We're always quick to go and patronize. I'm so glad. Are we still boycotting the Asian companies? Please, let's keep that going for forever. Those are needs I want to see them brought to. We have to start building. It's a word for it. Keeping it the economic neighborhood something. Somebody in here knows what I'm talking about. But we got to start doing it. And I didn't always believe. Now I do. We are all we got. We got two little Mexican cunts right there saying, you motherfucking bitch, get out of my country. That's it for me. And in a minute, it's going to be beyond El Asadero. Oh, it's 11:11. Everybody make a wish or a prayer. I wish a nigga would come to New York from Argentina with some motherfucking nigga burger. That's what I wish. I also wish two Mexican pie-faced bitches like that would clap and say somebody is a motherfucking bitch and bitch, get out my country. I also wish a nigga would try and get me to pay $4,000 for some motherfucking bottle service. I wish a nigga... Amen. And those are my wishes. These borders are being closed for a reason. Stop and look at what your neighborhood looks like right now. We need to step up and reframe our mindsets. Here it is. We are not great stewards of our communal wealth and protecting our communities. That's right. We're not. We're not. And I'm not saying that you got to hate white people, but you got to keep them out of certain spaces. And get our Black lawyers to protect our right to keep them out. Y'all can't be in everything. They don't explain to us. And when we try to sue them for discrimination, it doesn't go anywhere. It does not go anywhere because they lawyer up and they know that, you know, we're not going to take it so far. And then we somehow say, well, it is right. This was their community or this is what they do. And we give them a pass. But every time we do something and create opportunities for our people, they took back the small Black business loans for women. They rolled back just everything. They want to come into HBCUs. They were built because you wouldn't let us in your schools or in the schools. So how are we racist for building up institutions for our kids to be able to have college education only because you guys said we couldn't come there? Now you want to Uno reverse shit on us? Jack and Jill. For Black families. Now we got to worry about telling white families no or mixed families no, because no. Why should our kids have to bite their tongues for fear of making your mixed kid or your white kid feel away when this was based on us being able to have safe spaces for our kids to be able to be our kids and to flourish? This is not for that. Thank you, I got the power. Make sure you go to Make My Fish and tell them that Jonesy be holding them down. 2 locations, 116th and Lenox and 7th, and one in Central Park Avenue in Yonkers. Call Nick from Nationwide Bus Charter. If you need a ride for your people, your group, your kids' teams, whatever, Nick from Nationwide Bus Charter. That's up top. The number's right there. Tell them Jonesy sent you. Carla's Kids, Child Care Development Center in Clifton, New Jersey, pouring into the next future of leaders. Her kids have wound up skipping grades in school, and it all began with Carla's Kids. And Lake Cool Champagne is our champagne sponsor here. Thank you, sponsors, for keeping this in motion. But pay attention to what I said. Tony Blue is right on point. We also have to fight back. Let's say we rebuild Black Wall Street and they burn it down again. What will we do? Pray and march? And this is where the violence has to come. We have to organize. Because let's face it, everybody ain't built to shoot. Everybody ain't built to fight. Everybody ain't built to be the warrior. But everybody got to play to their strengths and know that when that shit happens, if they know that we got people that's ready to fall on the sword for that, and that we will call them and they will come and fuck them up and be ready, they'll stop fucking with us because they'll realize it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Some of us may not come home tonight simply because we're trying to burn down their shit. They're not fucking with our white asses. That's their shit. Leave the niggers alone. They want that to be Black Wall Street. Let them have their little Black Wall Street. Come back over here and let's do our whiteness. Y'all had no business going over there fucking with them. Now your fathers and your mothers, they not coming home tonight because you went over there. Leave them niggas alone. If more white people would stand up and say that, we'd be a better place for it. We don't come to y'all shit trying to burn y'all shit down. We understand that y'all are the majority. We understand how it all started. We're past that. We stopped asking for the reparations. We're past that. But can you please stay out our fucking faces when we simply trying to live, exist, and live our lives and trying to make something for ourselves? We don't even want to be bothered with you. We don't need y'all. But you make shit so difficult to even when we creating on our own, you put laws into effect that, oh, but you have to have this and that shit that Black people for the most part ain't probably got. That's just y'all fucking with us. And then we still find a way around that. And you'll be mad. You'll be mad that we are so resilient. We're your worst nightmare. Because we make something out of nothing all the time and make that shit look so fly. And you just can't understand because you know your mind ain't as strong. Granted, you haven't had to withstand your bullshit. We have. So you can't understand for the life of you how we managed to still keep going and producing and smiling and dancing and creating and still moving forward and multiplying. You can't understand it. So then in your little feeble mind, you say, well, that's because they're not human. They're animals. And then you start treating us like animals. You start policing us like animals. You start talking to us like animals because you can't understand what type of human wouldn't face with loss of business, loss of family members to white violence, loss after loss after loss. You can't understand why we, unlike you, why we don't wind up jumping off the roof of a building. I can't take it. I lost everything in the market. You can't understand. You can't understand. People tap in. We built from good stock, greatness. Without even, that was the trade-off. That was the trade-off. Our ancestors went through hell, but the trade-off is their offspring is what's us. So I don't want to get too preachy. It's too late, bitch. You done preached us out. Sorry. Sorry, that was on my heart today. I'm clicking the comments because I've been talking. You don't beat hate with hate. No, you beat hate with a fucking brick. Leave us the fuck alone. That's what has to happen. Again, they'll stop coming around. And their fellow Mexicans, their fellow, all the non-blacks, the fellow non-blacks will tell them, stop going over there and fucking with them black people. They not messing with you. You going over there, you going to get what the fuck you came for. They'll start telling them, why y'all even going over there? If they have to be really honest with themselves, they're going to say, because we don't got no flavor over here. We don't have no originality over here. We don't have no great food over here. We don't have any great artists over here, no great music over here. That's why. But now we can't even trust you to come over and be a spectator. Can't trust you. Because then you start trying to study us and infiltrate and do that thing that you do. That thing that you do. Always studying and I wonder why the chimpanzee moves his hand like, oh my God. Jacob got his hand bit off by because y'all always poking and prodding things that don't look like you. And want to capture, put him in cages and study and, oh, the black man, oh, his skin is that color because of leprosy. And leave people alone. That's all we want is to be left the fuck alone. The thoughts and opinions of Jonesy do not reflect that of Giddy. Giddy, we need a banner that says that.
We don't. If you're not grown enough to know that what you're saying is what you're saying, then I don't need no banner.
Right, we did enough marching and praying. Marching and praying is not respected. You can't go to a gunfight with a knife. So I'm saying they come, make it so that, it's very simple. Make it so that they be afraid to come back again. And make it be consistent. And then there are those amongst our culture that will try and sell out and, that would make Harriet ashamed. But you got to expect that. There's those in all cultures. You keep them at bay too. And don't give them the recipe. All right, let's go to... Oh my God, this is too heavy. But number 10, that wasn't what I was saying. The number 8 was heavy. And we got time. We could play number 8 next week. Because Clive Davis and that shit is just beginning. Are we interested in the Clive horror stories? Or did they miss the mark, the window? How many of you have gone through Easy Pass and maybe didn't have $4.95 and wound up getting charged $54.95, and now your bill is like $10,000? So now, end the toll trap. I don't know if is there audio on that?
No, there's not.
These leaders have come together to try and end the toll trap of those hefty fines, those unreasonable fines. Like, how you put $50 on a $2 toll? How you put $50 on top? Tay Broadway. What now? What? Oh, you interested? They took you to court. Those Clive stories should have been told while he was alive, right? That's what I say. But he must have been a motherfucker. That Charles Manson story was real. Thank you, Miss C. So I don't know. I can't read what that says. Beyond end the toll trap. That's how bad my vision is, even with the glasses on.
So what it's saying is they're having a town hall on Monday at 6 p.m., a virtual town hall. But you have to go register at tolltrap.com. They're asking everybody to come join them to support the cause.
Register at tolltrap.com?
Yes. I say, even if you don't think you can make it, still register. Let them see the numbers.
Yeah, they got to stop. That's out of control. And it's not even a fit. Like, that's not even reasonable. $50. Like, whoever thought that was, if I had the $4.95, I would have paid it. You think I'm giving you 50? Oh, and these toll companies run by foreign entities. Yeah, I'm back to my little Mexican thing. I'm boycotting them. We boycotted all. They all would be out of business. We always giving our money to non-black. Always. That nigga put that volume up and was like, what do you expect? What do you expect? I didn't know if I should have gave him a pound and said, I respect you. At least you standing on business. You representing for your people. But I wanted to say, if you come into a soul food restaurant, we're never going to blast out an old episode of Soul Train for fear of offending you or for fear that you'd be like, oh my God, I feel so uncomfortable, all this blackness. We would never do that. So can we start? Those of you that do have restaurants and those of you that do have black stores, can we start? Making them respect us by respecting each other and blasting our blackness in their faces and in our spaces. That if you come, you better know what you're going to get when you get here, because we're not going to acquiesce to your comfort level. They are still locking people up for outstanding tickets in some municipalities. I believe it. Probably that damn Red Bank. Red Bank gives you parking tickets and then you can't pay them. You have to go online to pay them, right? But then Red Bank will not just take your name off the list. Now you got to go to DMV. Why do I have to go to DMV to prove that I paid a parking ticket? You know good and well it ain't nothing but a link that you should be able to hit in your computer and update. But because you want to keep people physically employed at DMV, they the next one I'm boycotting. That's all that is for them to be able to still have jobs. Everything could be digitized in DMV. Less the bad attitude. Got you in there waiting an hour and 40 minutes. And then you get up there with all your stacks of papers. And she's like, oh, I didn't need that. All I needed was your name and your license. I see it in the computer that it was paid. Then why the fuck didn't you just fix it and update it? Why did I have to spend a half day of my life in here? Which tells me they don't need the bodies in DMV. It's something that could be fixed with a click. But he will never support a soul food restaurant. That's the problem. Like I said, I might have to start a soul food restaurant, Giddy, just to put these white folks in their place. You want to come eat in here? Yes, you're going to be knowing all the words to Rakim. Eric B. for president. The best boycott is keeping your cash in your own pockets. And I don't even got to like you. At this point, your product may need improvement, but I'm still going to give you the money and not them. And if you don't improve your product, you're not going to get it neither. We just going to have to go back to fixing our own shit in our own households. Because I'm not going to be advocating for bad customer service. Big City said, how you acquiescing? I can't even say it. Where you met me at? Where you met me at the toll? How you told her? I'm in between so many conversations. My mind is boop, 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 that I don't even know what's going on. All right, so I think that's my time. I know I came an hour late, $1 short, but I think my son is supposed to be. How can I find out if this is the, oh, maybe that was the call. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I got some piping hot tea. I got to take this call. I'm sorry. I get late and I got to go now, but I got to go. I'll come back later on and do a Jones and After Dark. Oh, at Harlem DMV, that's where we met. All right, well, y'all can stay open, but the one out here, they got to go. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for the cash apps and the support and your time and your grace today with my tardiness.